Welcome back, welcome back.
Hello.
It's mushroom time, mushroom head. He calls me Big Hat, so
I like him.
I'll call him Big Head.
Hey, Big Cat. I'm bored. Bored and angry. We never get to play around.
You know what? Last time we talked about one of my other topics too, and I didn't even realize it.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, the sad movies.
Oh, okay. It's always so strict on this boat.
All my stuff was about movies.
Why don't we have some fun? What if you could put anything you wanted in those machines? Like the foundry. Yeah!
I'll have to yell it.
That would be incredible. Let's throw some junk into it. Maybe an old shoe? Do we have any junk? Oh. Gross, but fun.
Dr. Splash. Who's
How do
Dr.
I check
Splash?
our... Obviously, it's the mushroom.
His name is Dr. Slash? Or is it just being silly?
I think it's just being silly. All right, let's check out the foundry. See if I can put some junk into it.
Mackerel?
I can throw a mackerel in it.
Did you?
Yep.
This ought to be interesting. Another movie topic I had was like silly movie.
Silly movie?
Silly slash dumb.
All right, so my first reaction is saying Scott Pilgrim because that's my favorite movie.
That is not dumb.
That's not, but it's not dumb. Yeah. Zombieland though.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb. It's on the border. It's silly. I don't know if I'd say dumb, but it's sort of dumb, I guess. I was thinking more of like comedies, because to me comedies are like 99% dumb.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I was thinking Napoleon Dynamite.
You know, I never watched that actually. Although Napoleon Dynamite is now on TikTok, or the guy who did it.
Oh, the guy.
And the guy, and he's like dressing up like Napoleon Dynamite and acting like him on TikTok.
Two of my movies have that guy in them.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember the guy's name, but Napoleon Dynamite I watched because someone wanted to watch it one time, and it is pretty dumb, but it has moments in it that people today still reference, especially since I visit a football forum. Their uncle talks about how he could have made it big in the NFL if it wasn't for like an injury or something like that.
Okay.
Forgive me if I forget the exact phrasing, but he practices, or not practices, but he tries to show off his skills on video of throwing a football, and it's still referenced today. But people will mention Uncle Rico, and that's pretty silly. The dance move that Napoleon does. First of all, his name's Napoleon Dynamite. The dance moves that he does, the whole movie's kind of dumb, but like he dances, and it's actually pretty good.
Okay.
That's actually that's about the only part to me that isn't dumb, and it's sort of like unexpected. Yeah, because he's practicing dance moves in his room, and they don't really show it what he's doing, and then they finally show him dance, and it's pretty good.
Okay. That was incredible, Big Cat.
If you're in the mood for something dumb, yeah. There's a
In the
couple
movie,
of there's a
yeah.
couple of chuckles in Napoleon Dynamite. And it's a very quote-worthy movie that was very big at the time, somewhere in the early 2000s.
Okay. Now let's get even wankier. Let's go to the loom. Let's play with the crusher. Let's experiment. Oh. This is so wild.
I used to experiment a lot when I was like really little,
Yeah. Please.
and by that I
Please.
mean I would make experiments with stuff. Usually like mixing foods and stuff like that. I thought I'm a scientist.
Yeah. Awesome. Here's a bunch of junk you can try out.
And he's kind of like a little kid, really. So
Yeah.
that's what reminded me. Whoa, shit!
He gave us a bunch of junk. All
Oh, he
right.
still wants to talk.
I do have a question for you though.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say it.
Yep.
What do you think is the most overrated movie?
Avatar.
I don't see anyone praising that movie.
It is the highest grossing movie ever, Joe.
The original one?
Yep.
Oh wow.
And I don't get it. Just like
Yeah, I don't get that
the
either.
way the Transformers movies make a lot of money. Michael Bay. The guy that made Avatar makes some good movies, but Avatar is not one of them. But people love it, and they were actually craving more of the Avatar stuff. And
Weird.
yeah, highest grossing movie ever, biggest almost overrated.
Okay. That is that's a good answer. I did not know that.
I don't know anyone that has like talks about that movie. People like I said, Napoleon Dynamite, people, at least at the time, people were talking about it, and you still get like quotes from it sometimes.
Yeah.
Avatar, who talks about Avatar?
I don't know. If someone talks about Avatar, leave a comment.
Before they made new ones, or
Yeah.
a new one.
Tell us who you are and
I mean,
why you
talking
exist.
about the original, and you shouldn't exist. No, I'm kidding.
I was setting you up for that, and I'm so glad you took it.
Yeah, it's not a dumb movie, but highly overrated, in my opinion. What do you think?
I was gonna go with the Harry Potter series.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. If for only the fact that they are not as high grossing as Avatar.
I was gonna go with that just because the fan base is like really intense. I think I've talked
Yeah.
about that before. I think you asked me something else beforehand where I was just like, Harry Potter, the only reason I'm not really a fan of Harry Potter is just because their fan base is like really wild.
Yeah, I know I talk about movies a lot, but it's something that I was very interested in. Not as much today, but it's something that I watched a lot when I was like from teenager to young adult. The internet was still young. It wasn't like, it was fun, but it wasn't like you can do anything on the internet. You can watch movies. There was no YouTube at the time. There was no streaming services. Well, Netflix, but that was about it.
Yeah, it wasn't as developed as it is today.
So I watched movies and played games for fun, basically.
Let's see. What kind of food does this guy like again?
The
He likes
other
fine dining.
going back, I forgot to mention, Idiocracy is a pretty dumb, silly movie.
I have not even heard of that one.
You should watch that one. I think if any of these movies were eh, dumb but still worthy of a watch, I would say you might like that movie.
Okay.
Other movie that I actually haven't seen in a long time, but I liked when I saw it, it had Napoleon Dynamite in it. It was called Blades of Glory. It's
Oh,
a
I think
Will
I've
Ferrell
actually
movie.
seen that one. Yeah, I have actually seen that one. That one was not bad.
I don't like Will Ferrell movies, but I thought that one was pretty good.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. That was pretty good. He gets the stupid approval.
Yeah.
I've heard the others talk about their houses.
It's not always laugh out loud funny, but I thought it was funny in a world where I don't really like many comedies.
Yeah. What's that about? I don't get it. Everyone has their own treehouse? Just for them? So do you. Why go through the trouble? Oh. My parents would never go for it. Your parents? Aren't we your parents? We made you.
Wait, what? We named you?
We hatched him, didn't we?
We planted him as a seed.
Yeah. One house for everyone. That makes more sense.
Oh, I guess you could have one parent.
Yeah. Less cleaning. No, same amount of cleaning, just everyone kind of chips in at that point. Wait a second. Could I have it? You do have a house!
He's not satisfied.
Just for me?
Yeah, it's not just for him, Joe. Plus,
Okay.
we need the spare bedroom.
We already made another one because he moved into this one. We have another one up there. I need paper. Yes, paper. You've got to find some paper. I'm making sugar cane, so we can probably make some paper with that. I think I know how to make some. My mom would mix things together to make it. We just make glue, so we probably can't do that. You could do that, couldn't you? Hey, thanks. You're awesome, big cat. I made paper.
Oh my god, he wants to talk again.
He's really loving the talking here.
Should we just finish talking to him?
Sure. Okay, you found sawdust and glue.
I did?
That's not how my mom would make paper, though.
I'm glad we didn't sell all that sawdust.
Oh, he's crying!
Oh no.
That paper would be half-assed. That's something my mother said sometimes. But you can still combine the two. It might even be better. I don't know. Now you just need to find a way to actually make it. Maybe you can heat it? Oh, foundry. Oh, cooking! The best things are cooked, right? I think? I'm gonna load in the kitchen. No, you're not. Yeah, you're not. He makes mistakes.
Unless we want mushroom soup.
Alright, cook. Glue.
Sawdust.
Sawdust.
Yay, sawdust is useful.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna go to the loom and start experimenting with random crap. Because that's what he wanted us to do.
Got one more thing if we need it.
Go for it.
Another movie, film sort of thing. Movie
Holy crap.
that you really like, and we touched on this kinda. But where are you going, you little bastard? Something that you really liked, but you shared with someone else, and they were very unimpressed.
I don't have a movie
Yeah,
like
like I
that.
said, it could be applied to TV shows, books, whatever, media.
Sean is not impressed with Steins Gate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, Joe's not impressed with it either.
yeah. That's the one thing I have right now. He is. Okay, so the big thing, I kind of thought he'd be mad at Steins Gate, but I had to have him watch it anyways because yeah, I think it's so good. But I also had him watch Fullmetal Alchemist, and he was not super impressed by that either.
Yeah. It's like it's always the stuff that like you're super enthusiastic about. You're like, wow, this is the best show ever. You gotta see this. And
Yeah.
I wonder sometimes if people are like, well, I'm not gonna like it as much because he likes it so much. Not the phrasing that I would use, but that's the best I could come up with.
Well,
Some people are like that, you know, that sometimes they get like they get all this hype about something and then they actually watch it.
Disappointed. Yeah.
Yeah, they're disappointed that they don't get the level of enthusiasm that you get from it. Because they have all that enthusiasm, you know.
First of all, please feed the mushroom man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just not
Really?
anything plant-based. No, nothing plant-based. Give him like popcorn or something.
I think he ate that last time.
He's
Okay.
good with it. Second of all, oh, he likes big hooks. That's one.
Oh, he's super happy. Yep.
How am I supposed to do more? Interesting. Second of all, the reason Sean did not like Fullmetal Alchemist as much, it turns out he told me it was because he had a big problem with the main character Edward Elric. He was just like, you know, for all the crap he goes through, he's not. He's just like, well, you know, if people were threatening, you know, my family members and people I cared about and people I loved, and these were inhuman monsters I was dealing with, I would go to murder pretty quick compared to Edward. He's just like, Edward is way too strict on that no killing.
Really?
Yeah. He was just like, that was his big problem with Edward Elric. It was just like, this is, for all the crap Edward goes through, it's like he needs to just start trying to kill monsters. Like, they're not humans.
Murder!
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
F-, not enough murder.
It wasn't F-. He still enjoyed the show. It was just, he was kind of, it was kind of like, why doesn't he do the one thing that I want him to do, which is kill the bad guy?
Movies and TV shows don't always do what you want to do.
Does that count as an experiment?
Sometimes that's a good thing. Because it's a surprise. Surprises are good in movies.
Okay. Now we just have to...
Also, it's just a matter of, you know, typically the main character of your show or movie is not going to go around murdering everyone. Unless he's the villain.
I think you should watch Eminence in Shadow.
Watch what?
The Eminence in Shadow.
Eminence in Shadow?
The Eminence in the Shadow or something like that. Yeah, it's actually my favorite new anime. Out of the new anime I've been watching, that is my favorite.
I'm not saying you can't or they never will, but in general...
Yeah.
In general, you have the hero, or the star, or whatever, main character, and they don't usually go around murdering everyone.
Yeah, well, I think his thing was not that it was like, I want them to go around murdering everything. It's like, these are inhuman monsters that are trying to sacrifice an entire city to it's like, there's a big difference between, like, killing people and killing, like, human-shaped monsters.
It's the Batman rule.
Yeah, and every once in a while, I kind of do wish that Batman would whip out a gun, which is why I prefer the Red Hood.
There's a future, or there's an alternate reality Batman that shoots guns.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So we have the paper, and we did all the experiments, so we can finish up those quests.
All right, then we'll stop for today.
Sounds good. You made so many mistakes. I wouldn't have made that many. Well, do it yourself, dipshit. My dad would say, don't worry about it too much. That would really make my mom mad.
Oh, now he wants
Okay.
more.
That looks exactly like paper. It's even pretty cool. Yes.
There's no way this character would say dipshit.
That will do it. Just give them to me now. I bet I could draw some blueprints on it. Alright, so go to the give, yeah. To the right. Down. Right. There we go. That will work. I have crayons in my... Where'd you get crayons?
Every kid has crayons.
Yeah, but we're on a boat. How did you get them?
He made
A bunch of them
alright.
are hiding... Oh, they were hiding in the sofa. Thanks, Big Hat. I'll start by drawing the nicest blueprints ever. The biggest and most beautiful house. Maybe someday I could draw buildings for real? Gary, you want him building your house for you? Being your architect?
I mean, he's creative.
Yeah!
It doesn't necessarily apply to being able to make buildings, but, you know, at least they would be interesting looking. Probably not stable.
Alright.
Probably not structurally stable though, so probably not.
Alright. Well, I think that's it for today.
I mean, he's basically like a kid.
Yeah. Maybe someday I'd let him build my house when he grows up. I love how stressed
so no.
out my cat is.
So no, I don't want a toddler building my houses.
I love how stressed out my cat looks when I... Oh, you can't see it from that angle.
Yeah.
Damn. He's just like,
What's
please
that?
don't crush me, water can.
I want to see him stressed out now.
If we don't have anything else to water.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. Can I water
You can
this?
you can water it again. Is he on his back when he's doing that?
Yeah, so he's
Ah.
got... I wonder if it's best if I do it like this.
I never noticed that. Okay. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.